Professional English Proficiency Certification. Welcome to Module 1, Introduction to English. Learning Objectives. To introduce learners to the history of English language. To make learners to participate in the word power exercise. To introduce learners to writing sentences. To make learners practice pronunciation. To make learners to record speech and listen to it. Teaching methodology, communicative language teaching. English is a European language. It has descended from the language spoken by the Germanic tribes, the Angles, Saxons and Jutes. English is the native language of Britons, Americans, Canadians, Australians and New Zealanders. History of English language. According to the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, around 449 AD, Vortigern, king of the Britons, issued an invitation to the Anglekin to help him against the Picts. In return, the Angles were granted lands in the southeast, further aid was sought, and in response came men of Old Seaxum of Anglam of Iodum. The Chronicle documents the subsequent influx of settlers who eventually established 7 kingdoms: Northumbria, Mercia, East Anglia, Kent, Essex, Sussex and Wessex. These Germanic invaders dominated the original Celtic-speaking inhabitants. The dialects spoken by these invaders formed what would be called Old English, which was also strongly influenced by yet another Germanic dialect, Old Norse, spoken by Viking invaders who settled mainly in the northeast. English, England and East Anglia are derived from words referring to the Angles, Englisk, Angelson and Englaland. For 300 years following the Norman conquest in 1066, the Anglo-Norman language was the language of administration and few kings of England spoke English. A large number of French words were assimilated into Old English, which lost most of its inflections, the result being Middle English. Around the year 1500, the Great Vowel Shift marked the transformation of Middle English into Modern English. The most famous surviving work from Old English is Beowulf, and from Middle English is Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales. The rise of Modern English began around the time of William Shakespeare. Some scholars divide early modern English and late modern English at around 1800, in concert with British conquest of much of the rest of the world, as the influence of native languages affected English enormously. Word power exercise. Step 1. Time allotted, 1 day. Open Notepad and start the test. For each letter of English alphabet allot 1 minute time. Start from A and continue up to Z. Write as many words as you can that begin with the letter A. After 1 minute, start B, later C. So, allot 1 minute for each letter and start writing words. After you complete for all the letters, save the file and mail it to me. Step 2. Time allotted, 1 day. Write 3 sentences for each word written under Word Power Test. Step 3. Time allotted, 1 day. Pronunciation practice, reading aloud with the right utterance. Download Audacity software at http://audacity.softpedia.com/ Record your voice and convert them into MP3. For this you need to download the converter at http://lame.buanzo.com.r/. As part of recording your speech, read out all the sentences slowly with the right utterance. If you have any doubts, queries and questions, please write to us at englishclasses8899@gmail.com. Thank you for participating in our Module I, Session I, Introduction to English, your English course trainer. Sanjay Nanaparu.